Alright, welcome everybody back to Mixed Screens. I'm Judy.
America.
And I just picked up, so I've got some Bubba.
Some Bubba Kush.
Bubba Kush. I got some True OG. And I got the BSC.
Alright. We'll be talking about the BSC a lot since that's our guy's signature shit. So how was your week? It was good. It was rocky. What?
It was good. Like, everything was good. Like I said, just like school's kind of like in the chunk of it. So I was supposed to study over the weekend, but I did not. Ended up working out fine. So I'm stoked on that.
My week's going good, I can say.
Yeah.
What's the weather like today? It's
cold,
pretty cold.
Cold as fuck.
I don't know. I have gloves, actually. I'm going to put my gloves on.
And we're supposed to have a storm, like serious. We're supposed to have a storm. It's going to snow in the Sierras. Some places around us it was hailing. Oh, hell no. It was hailing at Disneyland.
Oh, hell no. At Disneyland?
Mm-hmm.
That's like literally like 10 minutes, 15 minutes away from us.
So currently it is 51 degrees.
Yeah, we bitch anytime it gets anywhere around this temperature.
Like we said, we don't have coats, so we got 2 jackets on.
I have 3. And usually I would have put on 2 socks and 2 pants, but not today.
Yeah, so it started getting warmer and then now it's colder again.
Yeah. We had a little bit of rain overnight. Whenever
they say it's going to rain, it's only overnight.
Yeah, we wake up in the morning like, oh, must have rained. Because it's wet outside. Like,
should have put soap on my car overnight.
Right? Oh, shit.
It still won't rain hard enough, though.
Yeah, it doesn't.
Soft ass
rain. It doesn't rain nice enough to clean your car.
Like
it does not.
Ass rain.
Oh, bitch ass rain.
Right. Why don't you go somewhere without bitch ass rain? Show me something.
No, please don't. No, thank you.
Okay, come back. Okay, I'm just kidding.
I'm good with what we got. Like, just cleanse our little air, make our sky look blue. That's all I'm asking.
Yeah, it lasts like half a day.
Push a little wind through here, just clean everything out, make it smell a little better. Or make it look a little less smog-free, a little smogless or something. And
smogless. A little musk-fresh.
The
air's all sweet, but the beach is all fucked up from all the runoff.
Okay, how do you feel like, because we get that smell, because we live close enough to the beach. And if you live in Long Beach, you know that too. Like, you get that beach smell. I love that smell. Oh. How do you feel about that?
Oh, I can't move away from here because of that smell.
I love that smell.
Mm-hmm.
My husband hates that smell. I'm like, oh, fuck you.
We already established.
Yeah, we don't roll like that.
Yeah.
You from somewhere else. I'm from LA. You some LA ass motherfucker.
You need to keep all that negativity somewhere else.
Mm-hmm.
Once you move to the desert with all that.
Oh, yeah. I love that beach smell.
Mm-hmm.
And I do recognize the dirty part of it. And I don't know, if I went somewhere else where they got a clean beach, maybe that beach smells completely different.
Well, it just smells like beach without the dirty.
Yeah.
But yeah. Yeah, most definitely. It's good for you. Like, it could be like dirty, whatever, but the salt, like that's good for you. Like, cleanse your sinuses. If you're sick, you got a sore throat.
I mean, that's just like saline solution.
Right, they tell you gargle with salt water, just go to the beach.
Just come to Long Beach.
Right, just go to the beach. just go to the east. Just go to East Long Beach. Don't go where I grew up on the west side. Because then you'll just be breathing like refinery shit.
Yeah, that's the refinery by the 710 and the port and all that shit. Yeah.
Oh my gosh. Basically, like all of Southern California oil.
Carson. You live in Carson, you're going to get cancer. That's how I always feel like. If you live in Carson, you're going to get cancer.
Yeah. Like, I'm from West Long Beach and I got cancer. My lungs are all fucked up. I've been trying to heal my lungs. That's why I have pretty good lungs right now. I'm not coughing and shit because I was trying to catch something, and just being run down and shit, just not taking care of myself. But Yeah, so I said, like, my lungs are sensitive because growing up right next to that, inhaling that every single day. And then not even just
because
like,
where you're talking about, that is, like...
I feel like we discussed this already.
No, we didn't.
Oh.
Dominguez Hills and Carson is, like, diagonal. Okay. It's, like, right there. It's, like, right across the 710.
Yeah, yeah. And then you have Dominguez Estates, a.k.a. Compton.
Oh, yeah. A.k.a. Compton. Come on now.
That's
you
funny.
guys have like a little hill. It's not even as big as Signal Hill.
But dude, it's so bad. Like you'll be seeing pictures of like Long Beach or the port of Long Beach on TV, like for tourist shit, and it's all blue skies. No, it does not look like that.
It is not.
Like,
that was some Photoshop shit, or that was a good day.
It's like, you know how they're talking all that shit on China?
Yeah.
How China had like all that bad air. It's like, that's what Long Beach looks like.
This shit looks musty as fuck.
We're about to have the Olympics in a few years. With that, if we don't take care of our shit, yeah, it's
cool.
coming to LA in like, I don't know.
2028 or something like that.
Yeah. So 16, I don't know. How many years?
We got about 8 years more or something, but yeah.
So.
Or 12.
Yeah. So anyways, it's like, we don't change our ways. Our shit about to look the same. Like,
we're not about to clean up the air. We're not about to clean up the air.
We need to.
But it's not going to happen.
Well, with that kind of attitude, I choose to be optimistic. And
so, like, you think, the Olympics are coming in 8 years. We're going to have the skies looking blue.
Well, I know it's not going to be all that, but shit, we should at least be moving in that same direction.
I mean, we should have already... I mean, come on now. Your president is talking about
Not my
coal.
President.
Your president is talking about coal.
I voted. I've been in this game. And I do, like, grassroots efforts. Like, I'm on the streets.
Yeah,
like, doing shit.
You do.
So, like, that's another thing, like, that bothers me is, like, people want to just, like, say, fuck Trump. Like, what are you doing?
Don't talk about it, be about it.
Yes. Like, what are you doing? You just sitting on your couch? You just sitting in your car just saying fuck Trump? What are you doing? Because if you're not a part of the solution, then you're a part of the problem. So, like, that's why I don't even waste my breath. Like, we already talked about it. Like, Nas not addressing Trump at his concert when he decided to do shenanigans, whatever. I don't like to do that kind of, like...
But what did you feel about that? Because I was already like, Nas is a fucking musician. Why did he have to address Trump? I remember talking about that.
Yeah, no. It's that he didn't have to. It's just there were certain individuals, you know, like people on the internet who know them, quote unquote, those people, just saying, like, waiting for him to say something or make some sort of protest. Because everybody has said something shit, especially after Eminem making that big ass bullshit that he just did. And, like, he's silent now. Right? What's Eminem doing?
I mean, Eminem was pretty silent.
Yeah. So,
I mean, since he grew up.
No, but still, it's like he came out on all that shit, but, like, what is he doing? You know, like we said, like, Akon, like, you have a bunch of other people throwing millions of dollars actually helping people, but then you have one person...
but look who you named. You named the blackest ass motherfucker and the whitest ass motherfucker. You named Akon, the blackest motherfucker, and then Eminem, the whitest mototherfucker.
See, and therein lies the problem. Just because he's black, he is scorned, even though he's doing all
I'm
this.
talking about his... I'm being ignorant as fuck right now. I'm talking about his complexion.
No, yeah, exactly.
And everything. And he is African.
Exactly. That's what I'm saying. It's like because of that, it's easier to dismiss him.
No, but I'm like, why did you even bring either one of them up? Like, that's what you brought him up.
You're right. I don't know.
And I'm like, why are you bringing Akon up in this motherfucker?
Because I bring up Eminem because he was recently, like, at the beginning of the year.
I know.
Okay, and now just a
I
few
don't know why you
weeks
brought
later,
Akon up, though. That's what I'm trying to figure out.
Because he's always, like, around. He's always doing stuff. He's always relevant.
Worst way.
No?
I mean, maybe, but not on his own. Not, like, publicly. Or not, like...
Well, that's the thing is because the media...
You don't have to be public. I don't...
Exactly, you're right.
I don't want to be... If I ever do things, I don't want to be public. What? Why? For what?
And it's probably...
As long as I know I'm helping people, why do I care if everybody knows about it? Unless Only reason why I would want to know, and the only reason why I would want everybody only reason why I would want everybody to know about it, so that they can donate as well, so they can help out as well, physically, financially, mentally, whatever.
Okay, before you ask me a question and then proceeded to answer it yourself,
fuck it,
the reason why I'm bringing him up is because, like I said, he's constantly doing things. When there is a country or an area in need, he goes out there and establishes power and connects lines. That way, motherfuckers have resources.
And I agree with you.
Just like the Puerto Rico, like, they're still messed up. They're still messed up. And he had the solution. He could have had them up within 30 days. And he gets turned down.
Wow.
Like I said, he's actually... so you have someone like that. Like, yes, maybe there is a part of him that does not want to be super public. And sometimes it's easier to get stuff handled when you're under the radar. Mm-hmm. But also, he was denied. He had a solution, and he was denied. He was not able to help them. Like,
so are you talking about a specific situation? Well, what are you talking about?
Girl, I just said Puerto Rico. Look at Puerto Rico.
Oh, so you're talking about... No, so you're talking about Akon tried to do something in Puerto Rico and some...
Yes. And and it's not just that. It's just like... It's systemically, when someone does try to help or offer a solution, they're shut down. But the red herring, which is Eminem, tries to come out here like, oh, fuck Donald Trump. Meanwhile, what the fuck are you doing, Eminem? What are you doing?
Well, you've been saying that.
That's what I'm saying. Like, so, back to my point. If you're just saying fuck Donald Trump, then fuck you. Do something. Try to help in some way. Volunteer. Like, what is it? Like, you have a complaint? You don't like the way things are being handled? Volunteer.
But you're also saying as if you don't... You're also saying as if you know that Eminem ain't doing shit. I mean, I could assume the same, but...
Because I don't think he's not.
Right. I can, like I said, I can assume the same. I'm sure...
If he was doing something...
He better be doing something for Detroit. Because we done already talked about... We never published any of our issues talking about, like, the water and all that type of shit. But, I mean, motherfucker, you better be supplying clean water to your goddamn state.
And at the same time, it's like, he doesn't have to.
I don't give a fuck if you didn't grow up in that town and your town's water is clean as hell and
he
ain't never been
spaghetti in that town.
But don't front like he didn't grow up poor and dirt poor, maybe even poorer than you did.
Yeah, I did not grow up in a trailer. I had the luxury of living in an actual house with a backyard.
I lived in a back house with a backyard. I lived in a back house with a front side, and backyard. My back house had all the yards, right, left, back, and front. For real, seriously. It had a front yard, a backyard, a side yard, and a side yard. I found some bones in one of them side yards.
There was some rib bones.
Then we had a gymnastic bar on the other side yard. I had a gym. I had a garden on the front part of the yard. And then in the backyard, we had our clothespin. What you know about clothespins, you little young whippersnappers?
What do I know? I know that I had the clothesline in my backyard.
My bad.
Yeah, that's right. Clothesline.
I said clothespins.
What do I know?
I mean, I had clothespins too.
What do I know about clothespins?
Not you. I'm talking about the audience.
Clothesline. People still have clotheslines.
It's ideal. I think your clothes will come out nice and fresh.
I hang my clothes up outside. They do, especially when you have dark colors. They stay más fresh. Especially like being Chicana, like. My grandmother did laundry as a job, so best believe I was taught how to do some laundry. Shoot.
I can't iron for shit.
Oh, girl, when I was younger, I had to starch.
You have to do them
What
creases.
you know about starch?
You have to do that. Don't let this ain't about to set. It might sound fucked up, but you have to do them motherfucking Mexican creases and shit in them khakis like a motherfucker.
Yep. You gotta fold the belt loops on the top, and then you make sure
because
the lines
Mexicans
at the
on the real Mexicans was back. Because I'm old. I'm 77. Mexicans had the creases on, like, back in the days, the gangsters had creases. Like, I'm talking about black gangsters. They had their creases, but didn't nobody have their creases more than the Mexicans. Mexicans had their creases on deck with their motherfucking tan-ass khakis. Crease to the T.
And being a daughter of one of the Mexicans, best believe I learned how to do
most perfect motherfucking creases in those motherfucking khakis. With the long belt, they used to with the long belt. Yeah.
Yes. With the initial, I got one of those belts.
Oh, the belt. Yeah, those belts. You just slide them on. You just get your E. As you get the E, you get the J. You just put that shit on that little.
Yep. I had the E for my last name too.
J-E. I only had one. I just had the E.
But yeah, so anyways, the clothesline. My sister and I, we would swing from them. So this clothesline went from upright to all crooked and shit because we just kept swinging and trying to do gymnastics.
Yeah.
So my dad ended up building us a monkey bar and a swing.
Ooh.
So, and like I said, we didn't have a garden, but my dad did grow weed, and we had the avocado tree, an old ass avocado tree. It's still there. My uncle still lives in that house.
Ooh.
And shit, now that you mention it, I need to go.
We need to go do a photo shoot at the house, sitting on the porch or some shit.
Actually, I did do a series of photos. This is the uncle that his daughter is in prison. So I did do a photo series of him, like, raising the girls. So they're like little documentary photography. So I kind of wanted to explore that a little bit more, but like I said, like I'm in school trying to get this degree. I gotta focus on that, and then I can venture into these little side projects.
It's okay. It's like prioritize. That's the thing. Like, especially when you get older, you realize like what is important in life, and what you can let go of, and what you can replace, and like, even if it's your job, and I'm speaking to you as a 40-year-old, I'm about to be 41. I'm going to edit that part out, or maybe I won't. But I'm about to be 41 in like 3 days. I'm about to be 41 like literally in like 7 days or less, like fast. Okay? And I'm telling you, like, certain things that you think matter really don't fucking matter. And I'm coming up on some milestone or something that I thought really mattered for the last 10 years of my life. I thought something mattered, and now I'm realizing, you know what? I don't give a fuck about this shit. Fuck that shit. And it's not, I'm not being negative. I'm not being, what did somebody tell me I was?
Pessimistic?
Yes. I'm not being pessimistic. I'm not being anything like that. I'm just saying, I know my worth. I know my worth. I'm really happy with the momentum and the path that I'm going in all directions, in every thing, in every facet of my life that I'm doing. I'm very happy with that shit. And so I don't give a fuck if my job decides to fire me, which I think they might fire me Friday. I don't give a fuck if my job does. I'm just saying, I don't know, because every time HR fly out here, they about to fire somebody. So I'm just like, oh, they might be firing me. I don't know who the fuck they about to fire. But I don't give a fuck. Okay? Because guess what? This podcast does not have me in the position to feel comfortable about getting fired about my job. I'm going to just say that right now. But guess what? I've already got the momentum going with my podcast to feel comfortable to say, you know what? I don't give a fuck. Because I got a couple things going here and there. And then I have a whole bunch of skills to where I can take a job here. I can take a job that I really know is not going to take me to the next 10 years. I can do a whole bunch of things. I have a lot of skills. I can do a whole bunch of things to just keep me afloat. And that's fine with me. Because I know I'm trying to go somewhere.
I got bigger dreams.
And that's the thing. As a almost 41-year-old person, I didn't just get on this train. I've been on this train. I've been trying to... You start trying to figure your shit out from 18. So, okay, I've been on this train from 18. And this train ride is feeling pretty good to me. So I don't give a fuck what happens to me right now because I'm feeling real good about it. I'm on the right route. I'm going to the right place. I know I'm going to get there. It might be some delays, but I'm on the motherfucking train. I already bought my ticket.
I know where I'm going.
I know I'm going. I already got the ticket. I'm already on the train.
And we're going straight to the top, baby.
So, for all you youngsters, get on the motherfucking train.
One thing
buy your ticket.
One thing I heard when I was a kid that really like resonated with me was the most interesting people I know are in their 40s and still don't know what they want to do. Mm. So, like you said,
and they've explored so many different things, probably.
Yes. So, yeah, like I said, like being in my 30s and back in college, there's so many young people, and like you realize, like they're like,
excuse me,
I don't know what I want to do. Like I'm in college, and I don't know what I want to do, and it's like, damn, I remember being like that too. But having lived life, like now, I know what I want to do, and I think like that's another thing that like Americans miss out on is like real world experiences, like life experiences that help you determine what it is you want to do. So like in France, children in preschool, they go on field trips like overnight, like for the weekend to a different country. Like granted, their country like
closer.
We're in California, like you can going
to another country is like going to Texas and shit.
No, going to another country is like going to the IE, like 2 hours away.
Right. Still in California.
Yeah, like you're still in California. You'll be 2 hours away, but like 2 hours from France, like what is that? Italy? I don't know.
I feel you.
So, anyhow, my point is like children from a very early age travel. They have like a lot of experiences that we don't have because we're so institutionalized that we don't get to figure out what we like, what we're drawn to. And then because we're so institutionalized, we just get stuck in this rat race when it's okay to change what you want to do. Just like you said, like you're in your 40s. There's so many people in their 40s that like just try new things, like different things. It doesn't matter. Like we live so long.
And that's what the other thing I was going to say is that guess what, motherfuckers? I do like 4 things. I don't have like, I didn't pick like one thing that I like to do, and they're not even in the same like, I mean, they kind of are like all creative type of things, but like music, graphic design, podcasts, editing audio, editing video, like there's so many different things that I do that are just like, no, you gotta pick one. That's what they tell you. You gotta pick one. You gotta go to college for this. You gotta go to college for that. But you realize, like, if you like doing certain things, just do them all. Do as much as you can. Because guess what? I'm not, like I've said, I'm going to keep saying this because this is my favorite saying. I am a master at so many things that I am a master at nothing at all. Which, to me, is an insult for me. But for a lot of people, that's cool. That's great. Like, you have a lot of skills in a lot of different places. But I'm not going to be motherfucking Quincy Jones or Michael Jackson or Michael Jordan at my craft. I'm going to just be good. Not great. What does that mean? How does that feel? Good, not great. It's okay. But what I gotta tell kids is that don't limit yourself. If you like music and you like skateboarding and you like basketball and you like drawing, do that shit. Do them all. Figure that shit out. And don't think you have to, like, work under some... I mean, you do work under people, get experience, intern. Intern is the best thing you can fucking do in your life, is intern. Me, personally, I intern so much you wouldn't even know. Interning is but I had paid internships, mostly. But anyway.
That's where it's at. And fuck you if you're trying to get an intern and not pay. I mean, I get if you're a small business.
But you're really using the motherfuckers because they already know what they're doing.
Yeah.
Your interns know what they're fucking doing, so pay them.
And don't be trying to get a free intern and have all these extra loops you're trying to have them do. Like, don't ask for a portfolio. If you want them to be free, you schedule an interview and see if you like them. And then you choose then. But don't make them send in 85 submissions.
Too many young kids know what the fuck they're doing. So way more than the real employees that you're paying $70,000. You guys are paying people, these old-ass 57-year-olds, $87,000 a year to do some shit some kid knows how to do that he taught his fucking self. That he didn't even go to college for. That he can do way better and knows all the knowledge. Just saying. I see that shit too much. These young kids know what they need to know. And they really could put these... Not even old.
Well, also
not even old.
Train so much sooner, too.
They train themselves. These kids learn this shit on their own. They're not even in college yet. These kids are in high school.
I know.
They got social media on pack. Oh my God, there's this dude. He works at my job. He's probably 60-something years old, and he's in charge of social media. Really? For real? That is discrimination. It is. But I'm sorry. Now I understand where discrimination might come in play.
At the same time, like...
Age discrimination.
Because he's 60-something years old and you think...
And social media is way newer than 67.
Yeah, but at the same time...
You have to put effort in to learn that shit. Where these kids just were raised in that shit. These kids know that shit.
But if that's your job...
There's no possible way this motherfucker could know all the social media tips, tools, and whatever more than some.
It. I'll just tell you something. Mm-mm. Okay, I'll tell you two perspectives.
I see it with my own. I'm talking about this person in particular. I don't know.
Okay, see that is one story. See, and this is one thing that so many people base their decision on a whole genre of people, on a whole group of people, based on one person.
Right.
Like so,
yes.
Like okay, so
I agree with
that
you.
guy's an asshole. But
no, he's not an asshole. He's cool.
Or like he's
old.
Okay.
That's all I was saying. He's old.
So he's old, and because he's old, that makes him bad at social media.
Yes, because social media is an ever-changing young thing, and if you're not, he's sticking with some old tactics, these old things, and this shit is changing every goddamn day. And if you're not young, I mean, I know he's in it every day, but for my company, I feel like he is missing out on a lot of, I don't know, me personally.
Okay, well, see, that's what I was saying. It's like, I feel like that's just him, because I met a woman who's in her 60s, and she manages social media for a very large and prominent organization, and she gave this whole spiel on social media, and she was very enlightening. Like, everybody...
Well, what type of company? Because this company has to keep... This is kind of weird. This company has to get people from, like, high school, like 10th grade, all the way until they fucking retire. So they have to, like, grasp the attention of this big, wide age group.
This is a lady that manages social media for the college.
So that's not 60-year-old. That's kind of younger people.
Okay, no, that's not true. See, that's what
the majority.
Okay, so that's what one would think. So there is a majority of college students, but you have a lot of college donors, college alumni.
But they don't need all the same information.
Exactly. So no age group needs all the same information, like on a.
But a lot of companies don't even have that gap of age group, I guess I'm trying to say.
Exactly. So when you do have a company that does have that gap and they kill the social media, then that's when you take notice. That's what I'm saying. Is this woman she's in her 60s and she is able to figure out how to reach the 20-year-olds and not even the 20-year-olds, like the teenagers, because there's 18-year-olds, probably even 17-year-olds at the college. So you have an age group that are very young, and then you also have a very older. The staff, like I said, staff and donors.
Yeah, but that percentage of people is a lot smaller than the younger percentage. That's what I'm trying to say. Like, she doesn't have to capture the older community as much as she has to, because the older community is way smaller than the younger.
No, that's
community.
Not true.
It is definitely
the older
true.
community is. No, it's not. If look it up. Baby boomers are your age group is the smallest age group. Baby boomers and millennials are millennials are larger than baby boomers. But that's not to say that. Because what I'm saying, okay, once you start...
They're getting their information different. It's like a whole bunch of shit.
It doesn't mean that somebody older cannot do the same thing. Like I'm saying...
I'm not saying that. I didn't say that. I'm talking about, like, when you're in charge of social media, you cannot market social media the same way to... Okay, I understand what you're saying. Like, yeah, there are 72-year-olds. There are 52-year-olds and 60-year-olds and 40-year-olds and all these age gaps in college. But
no,
for the majority of the people, no. If this person is in charge for social media for Long Beach City College and she's trying to get out a message about, I don't know what the fuck message she's trying to get out. The majority of the younger people, 30 and under, I don't know what the age exactly, 30 and under, they'll get the message.
I don't know.
They'll get the message on social media easily. They'll get the message on social media easily. But for people 30 and up, you have to have different tactics to get to them on social media.
Yes.
It's not the same tactics.
Yes.
And also I'm saying that there is a much larger group there at the younger age, and then once you start trickling up, and once you start going from 30 to 35, that's different. From 35 to 40, that's different. From 40 to 50, that's different. From 50, that's all a whole different social media group.
Yeah.
I don't know what age range you put them in. They're all different. This lady has to know how to market to every single one of these groups. They're different.
Exactly. Yes.
They're different.
Yes.
So you're trying to say like, oh, no. I'm saying, no, she can't market to I know they're there. I know these people are there. She has to market to them differently. And that's a smaller group of people. That's also what I'm saying. That's every time you trickle up, it's a smaller group of people. Well, maybe not necessarily, because there could be a gap.
So I don't understand what you're saying. So, yes, we agree that she does have to plan her strategy a little bit different depending on each age group. But the point you were making is that because she's older, she might not be as good at it as somebody that's younger.
That was my initial statement, is that I feel like a younger person knows the social media game a lot better than somebody that... Now, I'm not saying somebody my age and my age range. I'm talking about like somebody in my mom's age range, or even in their 60s or 50s. Somebody in their 40s, they probably have it.
See, you're still making the same point. You're still making the same case. Is that the younger you are?
I'm not backing down on that.
Okay, and what I'm saying is that there's this woman who is in her 60s, who she said she just started social media 20 years ago. Okay?
Mm-hmm.
So that's before you and I. That's like when it was first developed. So she had her hand in the game. Okay? So she's now in her 60s. She knows social media better. Like she gives speech, like she gives talks to people in their 20s on how to do social media.
But she might be at a good age. She might be right in the sweet spot. I don't know where the sweet spot is, because there is a sweet spot between where things were invented.
So it doesn't matter what it is. You have a justification for it. My whole point, like, oh, it's a sweet spot.
There probably is a sweet spot.
So like, it doesn't matter. Like, you're trying. My thing is, like,
that's ageism. I'm not trying to do that.
That's ageism.
I am ageist. I am.
It's like, just because she's older, but at the
I
same
definitely
point,
am age discrimination. I am. I've done that. I do that at work. Okay. Yes, I do age discriminate on social media. I'm even almost out of. Me personally, I don't know shit. I don't know how to do shit. I barely just learned how to repost some shit the other day.
Okay, so just because you're ignorant doesn't mean the next
person
fuck next
you.
to you.
You know what? I'm getting tired of this shit. This was where the whole podcast turns. Judy, I'm about to light this blunt. I'm getting tired of you. I mean, listen, you are so condescending to me.
No, it's because
you are
because you slightly try to put down somebody else. Like, just because she's old. Like,
no, because this is a podcast, so I have to speak my mind. Like, of course, I'm gonna put somebody down. Of course, I'm gonna
and that's fine.
Be extreme about my.
And of course, I'm gonna stand up for this person because, like, that's my whole deal. Is like, just because she's old, because you know what? Because you know what's gonna happen is you're gonna get into that position. And somebody's going to say, oh, man, you know what? Erica's old. True. She don't know. But you know what? But when I'm that age, I'm going to know what the fuck is up.
I'm going to know what's up, but it's still going to be true. Don't try to deny that
because
kid.
At the same time, she has the real world experience. The life experience. To know. She fucking developed this shit.
I don't give a fuck, bitch.
She was there.
You know?
She knows what's going on. She's giving younger people, like, you're doing too much on this, you're doing too much on that. That's how you learn. That's why your teacher is older than you, because they've already learned it. They've already applied it.
You're at the age where you're not going to always be older than your teachers. I mean, you're younger than your teachers.
I know that. I'm older than my teachers. I'm the same age as my teachers. And actually, thank God I am, because at least my old ass has that bond with them.
Well, we talked about that last time because you said, like, but also, talk to them and come to them like an adult and shit. Ooh.
Yes, but that's because I have that experience. Because I know shit. That's why I have that life experience. I'm not gonna just and this is kind of conversations that I've had. I actually just had with one of my teachers right now. Is that's the difference? Is that life experience that gives you that tough shell, that makes you hard, like, not just makes you hard, but just like lessons you can't learn in a book, right. Lessons that you're not gonna listen from your elders, from your friends, lessons that you will only learn through experience. And that's what I'm saying, is that just because someone is older doesn't mean that they don't know things, that they're not as fast, because there's a lot of young people that are lazy fucks that don't know shit. And there's a lot of, you can say there's good and bad for both. There's good and bad.
Keep remembering that we're referencing, talking about social media and the internet.
Exactly. That's what I'm saying. It's like, because
you're old usually does mean that you don't know what the fuck you talking about anymore. You don't know anymore. A lot of motherfucking old motherfuckers do not know. They don't know. Like, you're talking about somebody, you talking about,
it could also just be,
and I'm talking about, somebody, this motherfucker's old, and like, he's just behind on the times, and you gotta keep up. So that's the whole thing. You gotta keep up. Like, in these days, you have to keep up. And if you don't keep up, right. You're gonna fucking get left behind.
And my thing is, like, just because you're older doesn't mean that you're gonna, like, as long as you keep up. Like, this guy, he's not. Maybe he's complacent. He's old. He doesn't care anymore. He's ready to retire.
He's going by that old school ass fucking Northrop, whatever ass motto. No,
waiting to check in, waiting to check out. Like, cash his check, turn in his coins, chips. I don't know. I don't fucking gamble. But that's what I'm saying. Is like, maybe that's what this guy is. But like, once you just start like saying like, oh, just because he's old, then you just start like classifying. Like, it's a very slippery slope, and that's what I'm saying. Is like,
I'm pretty sure we can find surveys that show that old ass motherfuckers is getting phased out.
Yes.
Of technology. Just straight up. Like, I don't think I'm being like,
well, because they are retiring.
I don't think I'm like, no, it's not about retiring. It's like, you can't keep up with this technology. You didn't keep up. You didn't learn. You didn't educate yourself. You didn't take the classes. You fucking were scared of the fucking internet when it first fucking came out. And all this kind of shit. there is something to be said about somebody being old in this industry.
Well, and
I'm not trying to be like, and I'm not a manager, okay?
Mm-hmm.
If I was a manager, I would have different thoughts, and I wouldn't even be talking like this, because I would have had all these fucking training classes and all these things to make me think differently. But I'm not a manager, so I see what I see, and I just see like this industry, this life, this technology moves so fast that
keep up or you get left behind.
I feel like it would be surprised. I notice I stutter a lot too. I feel like it would be so. I never knew I stuttered to the shit. I'm like, but like, I think it's even a surprise if somebody knows their shit at 70. If they know how to work, if they know how the algorithms of Instagram and Facebook and Snapchat, and they know how to keep a new company popping on social media at the age of 70. I'm not saying there's not. I'm just saying
if he's 70, then yeah, maybe I don't know. But I'm just saying I just had two experiences that really changed my perspective. It's not just that woman, but then also I met a man who I actually hung out with. So I went to this party. I went to this birthday party. I don't even know. It turns out like it was like these guys that helped develop the internet. Okay. So he was a designated driver. Me personally, like I like to drink beers, but I don't get drunk. Like I like to smoke weed. Like I'll hang out with people, we'll go party, they'll be drinking, doing whatever. I'll sip on a beer, take my time. So anyways, I was talking to this guy. And
I hate these blunts.
He was working for a company, and he was telling like he's in his late 50s. So he's in his late 50s. He's not in his 70s. And he was developing he was working with the guys that developed Twitter. And he was telling another, like, the company that he was also working for, like, hey, you guys need to get into this. And they're like, no. So he was very progressive at the same time. So, like I said, he's not 70, so maybe he's just a little bit younger. But somebody that was older and progressive about social media was silenced. He ended up quitting, and he ended up just, like, retiring and then working privately.
Guess how? I mean, like, I don't know.
So just those two experiences change. Like, yeah, you do have a bad apple, Mr. Boring 70-year-old. Maybe this motherfucker does need to retire.
And then guess what?
But it can't be a blanket on a whole.
Think about this, and this is a good segue. We're talking about technology, right? Mm-hmm. And there's these people that were around when the internet were invented, and they're still in computer science and technology and all in engineering, right? Yes. All these same people, right? And they're just about to retire.
That's what I was just saying.
And so, yeah, but listen to what I'm about to say right now. Uh-huh. They do not want to fucking listen to the younger generation and all their new innovative ideas. They're like, oh, that'll never work. They're like pessimistic, like we just mentioned a minute ago. And they're like, no, this will never work. And they're constantly trying to mentally shut these people down. I work with people like that. Yeah, and I'm not even in that shit. And it's like,
okay,
oh my goodness.
I think it's just your job. I think basically your job is just kind of fucked up, because I've worked for places like that where I was that young person saying like, hey, like, what the fuck are you guys?
Look at Elon Musk. He was like, fuck all y'all. I got all my money. I'm going to just do whatever the fuck I want to do. Y'all ain't about to tell me shit.
So like I said, I was that young person like trying to be progressive, and all the old people were like, you're just fucking shit up for us.
That'll never work.
We like the way things are.
Dude, I came up with MySpace before MySpace was MySpace, and one of my mom's friends told me that would never work.
Okay, yeah, whatever. You didn't
bitch.
do it. So anyways, I've been on both sides of the coin. I ain't got time to waste my energy on hating people. I got love for everyone.
This is not good. This is dispensary. I don't like it.
Well, that's what you got for smoking on dispensary shit.
I know, it's so different.
So, my whole, like, I don't know. We can keep talking about this. We're not going to agree, obviously.
I think we did agree, but we didn't. I feel like we had an agreement.
Well, you just have a bad experience. Your job sucks, basically.
I'm not even talking about my job. I am actually age discriminating.
Yeah, sorry, your job is making
I'm not talking about
salty.
my job. I'm talking about I feel like old ass motherfuckers don't know
because somebody at your job.
No. This is a new motherfucker I met. No, it's not because of my job.
So somebody you met. So you had an experience with one person.
No, I just feel like old people cannot possibly grasp this shit. Only a handful. Only a handful. It's not like all old people could just got that shit popping, social media popping. Come on now, they didn't even try. They didn't even try.
Dude, my father-in-law is in his 60s, and he manages social media pretty good. He's got his own fucking blog. He's got a motorcycle gang, all that fucking shit. And then my dad, who's in his 50s, the only reason why he's not progressed.
That's not old to me,
further,
motherfucker. I'm 41.
Okay, yes. See, and that's another thing about Erica and I. We're gonna have disagreements on things because we're
like
not
5 years apart.
Yeah, like we're not that far apart in age, but we are from two different generations, and we're just gonna see things differently. So
yeah, grown kids and shit.
I'm like barely a millennial, and she's that other generation.
That was low-key shady. Our generation, we need to teach y'all some shit. Because, look, my generation, we got the crack era. We got the Reagan era. I'm part of the Reagan era.
My generation, we got the crack babies. We use the crack babies.
Yeah, y'all the crack babies, which makes y'all even more fucked up.
First generation.
We ain't the crack babies. Like we like the older sisters. Like we're the older kids, and then the mama got on crack, and then had the other kids. Like your siblings are crack babies, but you ain't.
Yeah, exactly. Exactly. And that's exactly how your generation acts. That's so funny because I just did this whole thing. Which is why your generation is very
5 years older than y'all. Y'all crack babies, but we straight. Like
you're very complacent. Like your generation doesn't care about social change or progress because there's no need for you to.
Fuck you, Judy. No. You ain't about to. You always be, like, I know this because I edit this shit. You always be trying to like matter of fact shit and say that shit straight up like it's fact, but you be lying out. You be lying like a motherfucker, and you be trying to say that shit like it's fact, but you ain't googling shit. When you be saying half this shit, you be saying.
You know why? Because I study this shit. Because you know why?
Because you know why?
Because I live this shit every day. Okay, so the thing is, like, I worked an office job for so long that when I get bored, I just I Google and for whatever comes to my mind, I Google it. Like, what's the origin of soul food? Fucking, I Google it. Okay.
I have a question. I feel like you fucked with me, but I feel like you was wrong. When you sent me that, remember it was like a poster board and it said soul food, some. Motherfucker had misspelled words on the shit and everything.
That was made by kids, yeah.
And then you said, know your history. But I said, like, oh yeah, we took that shit and made it good. And you said something about no meat, but it didn't have nothing to do with meat. I was like, what are you talking about?
No, it said that the meat was not like the best.
But we still had meat.
Yeah, you did.
But I don't know what you're talking about.
So it was just saying that the scraps. Okay, so soul food, it did get its origins from like slavery, like the black belt. It was also just a compilation of like ethnic or like slaves, like whatever they
basically
knew
they
from
gave
home.
us the scraps. So and we made the best of it.
Exactly.
Basically.
Exactly. And now everybody wants to eat kale. So, and the only way you had to season. I never
heard them giving us kale. We would have been had some kale dish. I ain't never been making kale.
Yes, greens.
Greens ain't kale, white ass Judy.
Girl.
Motherfucker, it seems the same, looks the same, but we don't cook. We can put kale in our greens, but we don't. Don't know motherfucking black people put no goddamn kale. New black. Yeah. I might make
yes, correct yourself. New
I
black.
might
correct yourself. New black.
Oh
correct
no,
yourself.
my husband call me white black. First of all, and if I never put no kale in my greens, it doesn't exist as even white black. You can. It looks like greens, but that is not part of the recipe.
But that is what the origins were based on. Greens that consisted of kale.
Weeds.
Yes.
Weeds.
Kale, which actually had like the best shit in it. So
that's the thing. They thought they were throwing us bullshit, but
so anyways, it's like
we will drain the fat out of that fucking pork ankles. We will smoke the shit. We will simmer that shit for hours and make our greens taste great. With our pork ankles that we smoked. What? You guys didn't know nothing about smoking no pork ankles? You guys just, I don't even know what y'all did. You just threw it away. Pork ankles are great, you fuckers. Smoked pork ankles.
But then like, that's a whole other thing. Is like actually they're not great. Like it's not good for you.
Yeah, as a vegetarian, as a non-soul food eater, yes, it tastes great. And guess what?
And
you if you're actually a really great cook or chef, you would boil those pork ankles for hours and hours and hours.
To season.
No, just say like you don't. Just say you eat meat, okay? Just don't aside. Put that aside.
Yeah.
You fucking boil them pork ankles for hours, and you can strain that shit. There's all kinds of strainers where you can take that fat, all that fat, and you can separate that fat and take it out. I know it sounds gross to you. I know, Judy. I know. But you can actually take like all that extra fat from that shit and just have a little smoked ass meat, lean, whatever. As lean as you can have it.
I don't know. I just think it's like it's just not good for people in general. There, like I said, I actually did. I was curious, and so I looked into it and I researched it. And yes, when you're a slave and all you have is what's like thrown to you, of course you're going to eat the meat that's given to you.
But you can still make it as healthy as possible. I'm saying,
well,
I guess. And then, like, I feel like you're speaking from like a vegetarian's point of view, where you're like, oh,
no, my
like,
so my whole thing is like
healthy, and meat is just not healthy, and pork is especially not healthy, and so you're like throwing all that in the mix. But I feel like,
I am, and
my
I'll always
grandma
be like
lived
that,
till she was 94, like, and she lived in those days where, like, that was prominent food back then. It's like, my grandma still lived, and she never had a heart attack. She never had any, like, health issues. So it's like,
but
is it really?
But when your grandma lived, like, she didn't eat meat every single meal.
My grandma
like,
ate regular ass, black ass food. My grandma ate the same food I eat.
Yeah, and like, and I'm sure, like, towards like the end, and like,
towards the whole thing, I learned how to cook from my grandma. I ate the same shit my grandma ate.
I did, and she didn't have zero health problems.
I didn't change my diet from my grandma's. Like, you changed your diet from your grandma's. I didn't change my diet from my grandma's.
So my whole thing is that, like, and I'll always, and like I said, like, I'll just always be like this. I just feel like our ancestors, like, did not, like, from our grandmothers, yes, our grandmothers and their mothers, like, yes, they ate meat, but their ancestors before that, like, they did not rely on meat as a protein as much as we do now. There was not farms.
Like, I mean, I don't know about reliability.
There was not access. Like, think about it. Like, when your grandmother was...
I don't know. It depends on where you came from.
Anywhere that you came from. When my grandmother was younger...
There's always been hunters that had...
Yes. You're right.
So.
Yeah, there's always been hunters and there's always been farms. But to the degree that we have it now. Okay?
I mean, to be honest, like... Yes, my granny.
I
she always made these meals. She always did that. But my granny always also ate healthier. Also made I don't know. I don't know how to explain it. Like, I don't want to say like healthier macaroni and cheese or healthier greens or
because there was less processed shit to put in it in her time. Like now we have even more. Like throw in some ranch, throw in some Hidden Valley Ranch with
so probably my version of the shit is probably more fucked up than my granny's version of it.
See, so that's
because my granny probably uses like just straight this or straight that.
So that's what I'm saying is like once you step your foot in the pot, it's like very easy to just go all the way. When your granny was not like, that's what I'm saying is like she was not eating meat to the degree that we are now.
I disagree. I feel like there was a time where I feel like there was a time before us that people were eating more meat than we eat now. Because my family is completely exposed to vegetables and grains, and they could do without. My kids don't have to eat. Like, we can have a whole vegetarian meal, and they might not even notice till the next day, like, oh, there was no fucking meat in that shit.
We could, but did you? Like, when have you?
Dude, fuck you, Judy. You get on my fucking nut. You know what?
Well, that's what I'm saying.
No, that's what I'm saying about your condescending ass on this motherfucking podcast. You like, but did they, though? But did you? But did they? No, motherfucker, I put chicken in the motherfucker. No, they didn't. I put smoke.
They could.
When I made my kids.
Quit smoking right now.
I made my kids a bagel with cream cheese, and yes, I put smoked salmon on it this morning.
And that's fine.
Yes, I did, motherfucker.
And that's what
exactly. What's wrong with that?
But don't try to deny it. Like they could if they wanted to.
No, I'm not trying to
try
deny
it. Try it. Do it and let's see.
No, I don't want to. What's the point?
See, well, that's the thing. So don't say that you could if you don't want to.
No, but you are condescending as fuck because you're like, but did they not have meat?
I'm just calling you on your shit.
Did you give them chicken?
I'm just calling.
You gave them.
Sorry, you don't have nobody to call you on your shit. It's like you want to be like,
you gave them lobster. What was that? What the fuck, Judy? Goddamn, we eat meat, nigga. We eat meat,
and that's fine. But don't try to pacify.
But don't try to act like we don't eat the same amount of vegetables that y'all eat. We still eat all the same things that you guys eat. We just add motherfucking beef, chicken, ribs, shit.
Exactly.
Lobsters, ham hocks,
exactly.
All that shit, shrimp.
That is what I'm saying. That is what I'm saying. Is like you add all that extra shit. When originally we didn't have all that extra shit.
Yes, we did. We always had boars. We always had that shit.
We did.
We always
but we didn't have it to the degree that we
did.
have it now. No, we did not have chicken breast.
I bet they were eating
Google it. Google it. The chicken breasts that we have now are different now than they were 20 years ago.
What?
Look at it.
What'd you say?
Chicken.
Oh no, of course.
Chicken is different.
Of course.
Of course. So that's what I'm saying.
No, what I'm saying
they're not consuming.
Don't act like when motherfuckers started eating food, they just was eating fucking berries and all this. No.
They were actually. At least my people that the squash, grains,
they were
beans,
eating meat,
and they were eating meat in the winter, like when if they would eat fish, like. But what I'm saying, to the degree, they weren't fucking eating mutated chickens.
It's not, no, we're not talking about all that.
See, yes, we are. It's meat is meat. That's what I'm saying. The whole point is, like, the meat that we eat now is different. It's different.
This is the first time you're making this point right now. Is that the meat's different. This is the first time. That's why I ain't about to listen to this shit today.
It's a whole different degree.
Because I've been listening to this shit. No, man, you be trying to fuck with me and you trying to win, and I see how you win. I see how you win. I see it, and I see how you escalated the shit. And now it's the quality of the meat, and it's the shit the meat goes to.
Everything, the access,
the process of the chickens, and the chickens were different.
Access,
that's not where. That's not the whole point. We were initially
chicken every night.
That's not the initial.
It's the same thing.
That's not the initial argument.
It's not just the argument. It's the amount. Okay, the amount of meat, the access to meat, the same thing.
And my argument was motherfuckers was eating meat then too. They were eating meat and vegetables. They weren't talking about let's not eat meat. Let's not eat meat. It's Passover. They weren't talking about that bullshit.
Passover. You're right, because they didn't rely. It's like the established institutionalized system that has created.
They were they were just eating food, Judy. They were just eating. They weren't like, red meat, not good. Pork. Devil.
Think about it.
They were like, they were like pork is the devil's.
How are you going to store a whole cow without a refrigerator? How are you going to do that?
Yeah. So
Are you just going to eat a steak every day?
So they were figuring out how to fucking
you're going to
salt
kill
that
a cow?
shit and fucking...
Think about the logistics of it.
Dude, they knew how to fucking preserve the shit back then.
That's... Okay, yeah. Yeah, they did. And native peoples, like indigenous peoples to America,
I
like
never want to have a vegetarian talk with it ever again. Go on.
Well,
go.
anyways, like my whole point is that our whole diet has been screwed up. It's messed up, and we're dependent on this system of having to eat or having to add meat to every dish that we make when it's not necessary.
I'm editing this part.
You can do whatever you want to do. You can do whatever you want to do.
Every time you say something, I'm gonna bleep it out. I'm gonna reverse it. I don't know what it's gonna be. If you say plant-based, I'm like, boop. I'm gonna beep it out or something.
That's okay. But meanwhile, I mean, I don't know. Like the proof will be in the pudding. I guess I'm just saying it's like
I'm just being the devil's advocate. I'm just fighting.
Is it everything that I have researched? Like I said, like you didn't even research it yourself. It's your own food.
I'm gonna eat meat.
And
I'm
you
gonna
didn't
make
even
ribs.
research
I'm
it.
gonna barbecue.
And
I don't
that's
give
my
a fuck.
whole point. Is
and I'm
like,
gonna still live till I'm 94, and I'm gonna live happy with my ribs, and I ain't gonna give a fuck. Why?
Taking your husband to the hospital because he broke his
on
leg.
him.
After, like,
that motherfucker needs to go plant-based. That motherfucker needs to not eat meat. Okay, I cook enough vegetables and shit, nigga. You don't have to eat them ribs. You chose to do that shit. We come from a different bloodline.
Well, you feeding the motherfucker. So I don't
oh
know
really? Oh really? Am I a housewife?
Or maybe you're not.
Am I a housewife?
Maybe you're not.
Okay then.
You're the one cooking. You love to cook.
Oh really? I love to cook. Really? I mean, no. Wait, hold on.
I know you're gonna edit that shit out.
Shit.
You're live.
Yeah.
I love to cook. Really?
Wait.
With them ribs on your Instagram account. With that fucking buffalo
No,
meat.
because I said really at the wrong time, Judy.
Your sausage.
Because I was like, I love to cook, but I didn't mean to say really at the time.
You did.
Yeah, I love to cook, but do I cook all the time? No. I'm not the motherfucking housewife of Los Al. Motherfucker, I got shit to do. Okay? So, yeah, I love to cook. I cook when I love to cook.
All I cook are these fresh beets.
You know? I'm cooking beets.
I'm cooking in a studio.
Podcast. I'm cooking in a motherfucking studio, nigga.
Well, you stay right there, baby. You stay right there.
When do you see me in the kitchen?
Eddie can cook on his own. You fucking Postmates that shit, motherfucker.
When's the last time you seen me in the kitchen?
You Uber Eats.
I'm lying, because I was just in the kitchen. I was just in the kitchen before I got here. But guess what? I didn't dish up the motherfucking plates, nigga. What? I left, okay? I cooked the shit and I rolled out, okay? So, yeah. No, that's true. That's a true story. I do like to cook. But when I like to cook, and when I have the whole plan of everything I'm going to cook, I'm going to do this. And I do it all the time. But I don't want to...
You from... I don't cook. I don't know how... I do all the time.
No. Listen. I am not a motherfucking housewife. I am not a fucking housewife.
Okay.
And that's the thing. So I'm not on no regular ass shit. I'm not trying to be... I am on some regular shit.
INDEPENDENT. Do you know what I mean?
No, that's not my job. I got other jobs up in this motherfucker.
I don't know. Anyways, I just wanted to bring up that holistic shit because Nipsey Hussle, I made that post. He's about to do this documentary. So, my whole thing, that's what I was saying, is like our diet and like how we're eating, it's different and it's like designed to keep us down. So,
well, that I agree with that because there's definitely like the exact reason pretty much why the Black Panthers started the WIC program, or not even started the WIC program, started the free breakfast program, is to make sure these children have food before they go to school so they can fucking think straight, have a nutritious motherfucking meal, and vitamins and minerals in their fucking body before they go to school so they can think straight.
Mm-hmm.
Right?
So, yeah, and so, yeah, so you're right, that's where it started, but my thing is like once the government gets involved, it's like we know by now that they do not have our best interest. Okay.
Yeah.
So anything that they are going to give us for free, flu shots included,
ain't worth a damn.
Yes. What did they give us for free?
I never take a
milk,
flu shot.
Cheese, and lunch meats. Like that's what they give us for free. So all that shit can't be good for you.
Right.
If they're gonna give it to you for free, it can't be good for you. And that's what I'm saying. Like, so I came across this post, like Nipsey Hussle. He's trying to do this documentary on Dr. Sebi One, and he.
That's not how you say it.
How do you say it? Sebi.
Dr. I don't know. Just Dr. Sebi.
Sebi.
Maybe said it right. I'm just not used to saying his last name. Don't get mad at me. This is the first time I did this shit tonight.
It's not the first time.
It is.
How do you pronounce Dr. Sebi One? Well, I'm not going to use.
They just never say his last name. That's what threw me off. They just say Dr. Sebi.
Dr. Sebi.
Mm. It's just so good, Judy. Don't.
Okay, well, just delete all of that then. So.
Don't tell me how to edit this shit.
Don't.
Judy. And she always says your name. She'd be like, Judy.
So, anyways, he like, so part of it. Okay, so Dr. Sebi, if you're not familiar with him, he came out talking about he had a cure for AIDS, he had a cure for all this
cancer,
kind of shit.
everything.
And now his whole thing was dealing with mucus in the body.
Yeah. That's what he said. Like, he said, all diseases start with mucus. Everything is mucus, caused from mucus.
So, when I had cancer, I was researching, like, cancer cannot live in an acidic body. So, having an acidic body is relative to mucus, which is also all relative to the gut. So, your guts have this, like, more, like, neuron receptors than your brain has. Mm-hmm. Okay? So, when you cloud your gut with all, like, and, like, that's a whole other thing, like, gut health.
You're scaring me.
So, gut health can, like, every single disease can be traced back to the gut and can be cured through the gut. So I came across this article where it had these autistic children. They took healthy fecal matter, so basically healthy shit.
And they re-ingested it
into autistic kids, and every single one of those kids had vast improvement. Okay.
They don't eat shit, motherfuckers. They do it differently.
Yeah, they probably just gave them an enema or something. Like, they put them to sleep. Something very, like, safe for the poor children. Because they're autistic anyway. Yeah.
That was so rude. It doesn't have anything to... They could do it to a regular...
Well,
they do that shit to clear diseases, too. I've heard of that shit before.
Yes, but autistic children are particularly sensitive. So, there's different ways to go about that. Anyways... Every single one of those children had vast improvements. Things are directly related to your gut. Just so many things. And of course, and also, so this also relates to holistic doctors. Like, and this is something that I have, like, looked into for a very long time. Like I said, like, I had cancer 7 years ago. So these things, when I'm talking about stuff, it's not, like, just because I'm not just, like, referring to an article or something, it's something that I have looked into in depth, and like I'm pulling from my, like,
it's your lifestyle.
Yes, like you can Google it yourself and find out. But this is something that I pulled, is that, you know, like I said, like the whole acidic body, mucus. I've had problems with my lungs. I grew up next to a refinery. My mother, my father, like they have problems with their lungs. My son, he had problems with his lungs. I experimented on him. And he does not have any issues with his lungs. Mm-hmm. I pulled him off of dairy. I gave him, like, vegan diet until he was cleared of everything. His eczema and his asthma. He would have asthma when it was cold at night. And he'd have this cough, like everything. Like, I have the same cough, but he was even worse than being a kid. And so, like I said, I experimented on him. And when you're experimenting on yourself.
And not in a bad way, in a positive way, in a healthy way.
Yes, exactly, in a healthy way. Because the other thing is, like, it could be psychosomatic. Like, you think, just because you think it works, it could be working. You know, like, oh, I think it's working. So
it's not. What's that shit called? What's that shit called? Munchausen's.
Yeah, Munchausen. Well, no, that's when, like, the mom kills her kid. Yeah,
well, no, it's like when the mom just thinks there's something wrong with their kids, so they're always constantly, like, taken to the doctor or trying to diagnose them or...
Oh, yeah, I thought... Anyways, that's a whole nother thing.
Munchausen. I don't know how to say that shit.
I thought it was when the mom was, like, intentionally killing her kid.
No, it's like when the mom just thinks... Not even thinks.
Hypochondriac? Like a hype?
Yeah, but on their kid, though. They're, like, hypochondriacting on their kid.
So anyways, like after the doctor prescribed me antibiotic, I'm like, wait a minute, like, fuck this shit.
Mm-hmm.
So anyways, I do all this stuff. He's fine with his cough. He's good now. And then people are like, well, maybe he didn't have, like, then people are, like, very quick to dismiss you, like, once you actually have this kind of information. Just like Dr. Sebi. He made these claims. He went to the Supreme Court, like, I really hope Nipsey Hussle is able to make this documentary, release it on Netflix, because fuck cable, and, like, reveal the truth. Is that through your diet, like, just, if we just are a little bit more conscious about our diet, then we don't have to buy in to this pharmaceutical industry.
So let me tell you something about Dr. Sebi. Because I got into a rabbit hole. I've researched him as well.
Mm-hmm.
I don't know how much I have in my head right now, but I can tell you that he also felt like people of different regions had different diets. So that I don't have the same diet as you. We're not from the same fucking place.
Mm-hmm.
I'm from, and who knows what country in Africa I'm from, but wherever I'm from, there's certain, like, things that are natural to that environment that are good for me and that I need.
Mm-hmm. Mm-hmm.
That, not you necessarily, but that Europeans, they don't need, they're not accustomed to, their diet has no need for that shit. But for me, my diet has a need for that shit. And that's why that shit grows there, and that's where I live, and that's what the fuck I'm supposed to be eating.
And so when you're displaced...
Boom!
Yes.
That was his point.
Exactly. And so when you're displaced from your own home and you're fed a completely different diet, and not only are you fed that completely different diet, you now think that diet is good for you.
You're made to, not even that you're fed, you're forced to eat that shit.
Yes.
Or else you're gonna fucking starve and fucking die.
Exactly. Yes, you're right. So you're misplaced, and the only food, just like Native Americans, and that's the thing that kind of fucks with me a little bit, is like Native Americans, like, they have a very high rate of like diabetes, cholesterol, fucking dying of diet. And what they gave Native Americans on the reservation? They gave them oil and flour. What did all the fucking disease come?
Motherfucking tears
from fucking so natives have fry bread. And that shit is fucking bad for you, man. It's oil clogging your arteries, starches, processed, enriched flour. Like, so you're tricked into, to thinking that this food, not only, now this food is comfort.
Like,
it's
soul
comfort food.
Like we're saying, soul food. Oh, that's what we eat. No, that's not what you eat, motherfucker. You eat some motherfucking wild ass berry that grows over in Ghana that you ain't ever even seen in your motherfucking life, but you need that shit for yo. That's why I fucking have stomach aches. That's why I had a lower endoscopy. That's why these white doctors can't tell me why the fuck my stomach hurts all the time. Cause the fuck would I eat? Why? Because I don't have my little wild ass berry that looks like a fucking juniper or a motherfucking whatever blueberry, but it's not a blueberry. It's that shit in Ghana that only I need to be eating. And also, it kind of sounded not racist at times when you listen to Dr. Sebi, but he was right. Like, when you I'm sorry, we're all different. We're the same. We're humans.
Sorry, not sorry.
We're like this, we're that. But if I come from this region and my body is used to ingesting this, my body is used to ingesting this. So for this man to say oh yeah, these type of people need to be eating this, and these people. He was like, oh, white. He literally used to say like, oh, white people. I mean, like he used to kind of like differentiate, like, okay, Scottish people or whatever. White people, y'all can eat this shit. Black, y'all cannot eat this shit. And it sounded racist as fuck, but it wasn't. It was really actually true. Little Ebony is somebody, she know her shit about Dr. Sabi. She didn't talk about that shit.
So that's what I'm just trying to say is this, that we have this like reliance, like there's this really good like viral clip of the Jizza reciting KRS One lyrics about eating meat. I feel like I just want to show you this.
This is enough be fast enough for man, but who is greedy makes a faster plan. Take drugs to make the cow grow quicker.
Is there a reason why you've decided to become a vegetarian?
Oh no, I don't want to see that shit.
Have you seen it?
I don't want to see it because I want to eat meat and I like to eat meat and I'm gonna barbecue and have.
That's fine, but you could listen.
I don't want to.
Why you don't eat dog?
I love dogs. To pet, not to eat.
He's funny too.
No,
You wouldn't eat a dog.
No.
Why?
Well, I don't eat bugs either.
Emotions with a dog.
Then you don't with a chicken or a
No,
dog.
I agree with that sentiment. I am wrong for eating chicken as well.
I didn't say you were wrong. I'm just saying.
I
The thing about meat, though,
chicken and
it tastes awesome.
Well, I don't think meat tastes awesome. I think
Really?
you
Okay.
season it. You ever heard the song called Beef? Well, I'm going to recite that lyric and we're going to end it on that note. All right? It goes like this. Beef. What are we
so Jizz is a vegetarian
What's this poisonous?
or is it vegan?
Every member of the Wu-Tang Clan is.
RZA?
The Jizza.
Raekwon?
I don't know about the Raekwon. The Ghost is.
I could believe. Okay.
The Jizza, the RZA, Ghost.
I could believe Jizza RZA.
I don't know what Capadonna is. Maybe
Meth?
Capadonna.
Meth?
Yeah, Method Man is vegan. Mm-hmm. He is. Mm-hmm.
Wow.
So here we go. And so is KRS-One. So this is the other thing too. Is like every prominent person in history, and even people like our own people,
hip-hop artists.
Yes, our own people. Like the higher up, like the higher up they are, like
They learn something.
the cleaner they eat. Cypress Hill, you know, people like you're starting to wake up. It's like
Hey, guess what? They want to smoke clean too.
and that's the other thing. Yes, all of that is what you're ingesting in your body. Is like so my dad's friend that he grew up with, Fat Mark. That's what we called him. He didn't like it at the end. He ended up just dying recently. R.I.P. Fat Mark. He was hella cool, but he was saying, I remember him saying, it's like, our diet, how we eat, and it's like, dude, you're right, it is how we eat, but fuck, man, change how we eat, like Pac says, like, we gotta change the way we eat, we gotta change the way we think, you know, all that kind of shit. It's like, that is what's holding us down, like, we gotta, like, it's just one aspect, like, once we start waking, and slowly I'm gonna get to you. We're gonna.
It's not that's what's holding us down. That's one thing.
It's one. That's what I say. I said that. It's one thing. Yes, it's one aspect.
And I agree with you because I know when I motherfucking make me a motherfucking green juice or make and in a row, not just one day. Like when I fucking do this shit, and I have actually been doing some healthy ass shit. I'm not gonna tell you because fuck you, Judy. But I've been doing a whole bunch of like really super healthy things before I go to work.
Good,
and I've been feeling good. I'm like, hey, I feel good. Fuck yeah, I'm crip walking. I'm over here crip walking when I walk into work. Like, yeah, motherfucker, what?
That's how good I feel.
Yeah, for real. I've been having like fresh smoothies and shit. Like, cause I got
see,
like,
girl, I've been trying to tell you.
Cause I got a magic bullet too, bitch. So I was like, fuck that.
Use it. Prove me wrong.
I'm like,
prove me wrong. Like, I can't hear you. I can't hear you.
Yeah, I'm making all, and I'm not putting any bullshit. I don't like a lot of people that think they're making smoothies. They put bullshit in their smoothies. I'm putting fresh spinach, cabbage, fresh everything.
Putting that fresh.
Fresh everything with a little almond milk and fresh orange juice from Trader Joe's is the best I'm gonna get.
Hey, man.
Still good.
Yeah. The juice.
And I'm making me some little fresh little wraps that have meat in it, Judy. But still has fresh spit. Same thing in my smoothie. Pretty much my smoothie and my wrap.
I think you just fucking echoed into my pipe and shit. Can I use your lighter, please?
Actually, I stole your lighter, so sure.
See, I'm still being nice.
I accidentally stole your lighter.
Accidentally on purpose. So listen.
I'm gonna recite that lyric when I ended on that note, alright? It goes like this. Beef. What a relief. When must this poisonous product? This is another public service announcement. You can believe it or you can doubt it. Let us begin now with the cow. The way it gets to your plate and how. The cow doesn't grow fast enough for man, so through his greed he makes
To cow.
He make drugs to make the cow grow quicker. Through the process, the cow gets sicker. 21 different drugs are pumped into the cow in one big lump. So
He's rapping right now, you know that, right?
The slaughterhouse full of germs and flies. Off with the head, chop it, drain it, cart it. There it is in your local supermarket. Red and bloody, a corpse neatly packed. And you're wondering about heart attacks? Come on, let's be for real. You are what you eat is the way I feel, but the Food and Drug Administration will tell you meat is the perfect combination. You see, cows live under fear and stress, trying to figure what's going to happen next. Fear and stress can become a part of you in your cells and blood. This is true. So when the cow is killed,
See, it's that Hotep shit I was telling you about, though.
throw it out with the blood.
It's that Hotep shit I was telling you about.
Okay.
Your body and structure becomes your
Hey,
strength.
come on now. Don't be so extreme about the shit.
So you think that this is extreme?
Yeah, she's like, oh, the cow's stressed. So you eat the cow, you gonna be stressed. I understand what you're saying, but come on now, god damn it.
Don't throw it in my face.
No, it's not. Don't throw it in my face. You're being pretty fucking extreme about the shit.
Okay, yeah, you're right. And people can be very extreme.
It's like, okay, it's
But
not
it's
good
like-
for you. It's not good for you. Don't be talking about, oh, they kicked that nigga in the ass, so now you got kicked in the ass. I mean, that just be really, that's some Hotep shit.
Well, like I said,
And
I wouldn't.
It makes it even more Hotep that he put it to a fucking rap. That makes it even more Hotep that he fucking put that shit to a motherfucking spoken word. Trust me, that is Hotep in its finest.
Okay.
Now, I'm not saying the message is bad. Even though the message is extreme. It's extreme.
Mm-hmm.
Okay. If you don't want me to fucking eat cow, because
But-
then, okay, the cow has worms, the cow this, cow that, fine. Okay?
But we also live in a society where people talk about popping pills.
But don't
It's
tell me
not-
the cow was treated just the way you were treated. You want to know how your grandpa was treated, just like that cow. No, fuck that shit. Just shut the fuck
Well,
up.
that's not what he's saying at all, actually.
If
It's
you
not-
listen closely, he's probably comparing that cow to your grandpa. If you listen as a black person, listen real close. I'm pretty
Well,
sure
I'm not
that motherfucking compared
a black
that cow
person,
to
so
your
I
grandpa.
can't listen through that perspective, but
I bet he compared him to your grandpa.
I've listened to it a few times and I don't get that reference, but like I said,
I'm just making
I'm
a
not
joke,
black.
but I'm sure he did.
I'm not black. But again, I listened to it a few times.
Hotep.
Maybe, I don't know, listen to it. Because did you hear, like, we were actually through the whole video. Did you hear any reference?
Hotep, Judy.
Okay, so I get that. I don't really know that
It's not appealing. It's not appealing. It's
Okay,
not appealing.
Yeah, you're right. So yeah, you're right, and I'm not gonna contest that because it is. Some messages are
It's
too
over
graphic,
fucking kill.
and it is.
It's not too
overkill.
graphic. It's fucking overkill. Like, let me think for my fucking self. Don't just fucking, like, Hotep's fucking try to make you feel guilty
Okay,
about some shit.
okay. Well,
Don't make me feel guilty.
Well, but there's such a
you trying to make yourself seem like you so fucking skilled and so fucking knowledge, and you got all the fucking answers, and you trying to make me feel bad.
Okay, you know what? Shit. Now this is where I'm gonna stand up and say, no,
I'm not talking about you. I'm talking about Hoteps.
No, it's not, and it's not about Hoteps. It's not about this one group of people.
And you too.
Saying this, what I'm saying is that you have this whole platform where people can talk about popping pills and being drunk all the time, like that's fine. Like that's fine. You go ahead and talk.
That doesn't have anything to do
with
what we're talking about.
As soon as somebody wants to say something for the betterment of their people, then they're a hotep. Or then
no, that doesn't have nothing to do. Don't see. That's what you always trying to do. That's what I'm saying when I be editing this shit. You like, what the fuck are you bringing up, Little Pump? And I ain't talking about these little niggas. It's talking about this bullshit.
But I'm talking.
So it's like you like, oh, these motherfuckers could say this nigga say that, and then as soon as this nigga
but no, that's what I'm saying. It's like
you guys come down.
You don't bat an eye. Like nobody bats an eye to that.
I'm not talking about them. I'm not even talking about them. I'm talking about these people who are in my face with this bullshit.
They're not. That's the thing is they're not in your face. Like
yeah,
I'm just mentioning it.
Have
you seen this before?
You don't understand. Like these are the people. These are Black Twitter. These are the people that are all in our face in social media.
Okay,
as a Black person, and they're trying to tell us this is what you're supposed to be doing. This is what's right. This is what you're not supposed to be doing. This is how you're supposed to be thinking. This is wrong. This is right. This is what they taught you in school. This is what they do. And then and if you don't conform to exactly what they're saying, even though you poke holes in their shit and you motherfucking, what's this stupid ass nigga rapper's name that's so dope but everybody hates and now thinks the fucking world is flat, you dumb fucker. And he had a fucking battle with I'm drawing a blank right now. L. His name
Woods.
His name starts with an L.
Hefe.
No, dope ass rapper Lupe Fiasco.
What?
And what's the other
Lupe Fiasco is saying flat Earth?
And what's the other dude that's
I did not know this.
No, the other dude that's like Lupe Fiasco. Oh shit. He had a battle with DeGrasse Tyson. You know what I'm talking about? DeGrasse Tyson made a rap battle against him. Did you hear that?
Oh my god.
You didn't hear DeGrasse Tyson made a rap battle against with a T. What's his name? I don't know why I'm drawing the blank so bad right now. Not Lupe Fiasco, T. Oh, he's so dumb too. He's the dumbest. He's such a hotep.
Yeah, so that's just something I'm not going to understand. So I don't know what to even say about that. But I'm
getting mad because little Ebony I keep calling little Ebony a hotep. She keeps getting mad at me for calling her a hotep. I'm like, dude, please don't be a fucking hotep.
I just feel like
she is such a fucking hotep, and I'm like, dude, please do not do this.
I just feel like you know who James Baldwin is, duh. Like he's like if what is his quote? It's like, if I love you, I have to tell you.
That ain't no hotep call.
So that's what I'm saying. It's like I'm not.
You don't
I'm
get
not
it.
trying to say.
You don't get it.
Okay, yeah. So I'm not gonna get it, but
it's okay. You don't have to get it. But that's what I was asking you last episode. There's got to be like Mexican hoteps, but they just on the Mexican shit.
Metiches, like, well, I don't know.
They just on that. Oh, what they did to the
yeah,
Native
there
Americans.
is.
They on that. What they did to the
that's
Native
probably
Americans.
me.
And this and that, and Native Americans did never eat this, and Native Americans
That's
only ate masa, and all this crap. They never mixed masa with lard until the motherfucking white people came,
and that's all that they had to eat.
Right, like not just on some. No, but that's true shit. That's probably true. I'm talking about they be like hoteps be on some almost conspiracy theory type shit. Like, come on, dude, we don't all have to think like you.
Yeah, and I get that. But at the same time, it's like not going to stop me from like seeing that. I'm not going to try to convince you the right or wrong, and that's why I don't want to like devote like the whole fucking episode to it, because
it's okay.
I'm not trying to convince.
It's one episode. It's not the whole fucking 10 episodes. It's one fucking episode.
Okay, well, see, that's the whole thing is like I'm not trying to convince you either way. I'm just trying to like tell you like the shit wasn't always like this.
Okay.
So maybe you should just think about your situation.
Well, I always know I feel better when I eat healthier, so I'm not going to lie about that. I'm also a hard-headed individual that does what I want to do.
And the way that
says what I want to do, walks how I want to walk, dress how I want to dress, talks how I want to dress, walks how I want to, does everything how I want to do it. So nobody in the fucking world is going to tell me how I should be living, and what I should be doing, and how I should be thinking, and how I should be walking, and how I should be talking, and what I should be saying, who I should be liking. None of that shit. Nobody's ever going to tell me how to do any of that.
And that's how the vast majority of society is.
And that's what makes me me. That's
what
makes me
but
me.
Actually,
and I think that's what makes me a good person. Because I'm gonna take every situation.
Receive.
I feel like I'm gonna take every situation as they come, and I'm gonna judge every situation as they come to me in that stage in my life. Like maybe I would have judged a different situation when I was 16, as I would judge it now. But hey, I'm not going to let you tell me how to judge the situation. Right? You're not going to tell me how to judge that situation. My husband, my mama, my grandma, nobody's going to tell me how to judge anything. How to judge pork, how to judge kids, how to judge gays, how to judge transvestites. Nobody's going to tell me shit. I'm going to do it myself.
Yeah, uh-huh. Yeah.
That's me, Erica. That's the end of my motherfucking statement. That's all I'm going to say for the rest of the show. That's my end. I'm done. That's the end of that's the end of my part of the show. Judy's going to close her shit out. That's all I got to say.
And I don't really know if I need to keep saying anything, but that's fine. That's cool. You should do all of that. But I cannot help but say what I know in hopes that I can improve my people. Like uplift our people, help us get out of this fog and rise up. Because the system is designed against us.
And it's thick, it's real.
Yes. And
it's so systematic. It's way deeper than you can even imagine. You can only think of half of the problem, half of the systematic shit they got you in.
I mean, look at the Google fucking the ghetto gardener. The system is designed, the food deserts are real. The greatest way for us to fight, no matter what side you're on, is to cook at home. And if you're going to cook at home, and if you're going to cook your own food, then at least be conscious of what you're going to put in your food, what you're going to put in your body, what you're going to put in your children, what you're going to put in your significant other, your friends, your family, what you're going to put inside your body, and what our ancestors had before this whole this whole world got messed up. You know, Ron Finley, Gangsta Gardener, Dr. Sebi, Google it, look it up for yourself. Until then, eat a cookie, smoke a blunt,
eat a carrot cookie. I don't know.
Make a carrot cake. Make a carrot cake.
Zucchini bread. What?
Make some banana pancakes. I got a sweet tooth too because I ain't even trying to hate because I like chocolate shit, man. Sometimes
I like barbecue, motherfuckers.
I like chocolate.
I like grilled asparagus.
Anyways, until next time, we love you. I love you. Peace.
Peace out.
Mixed greens, don't judge me. It's not what it seems. Mixed greens, mixed greens. It's a show about everything. Now go tell a friend from Mixed greens, mixed greens. Mixed greens, don't